Hi there and welcome. This new video is about us, about you and me. And you, well, maybe you will be offended by it. But to be honest, I don't care. To start with, let's define we. We are young, we are old, male, female, anything. What we all have in common, what defines us, is that we're all living on wheels. We live in a bright new van or in an older van. We live in a motorhome or a bigger motorhome. In a bus, like me, or in a bigger bus. Or in a truck, or a bigger truck. Or we live in, well, something else. The bottom line is that we all somehow, someday, decided to leave our homes to go living on wheels. For a clear and simple definition, let's say that we are all vanlifers. I know that is not completely correct because we're not all living in a van. But for this video, that is irrelevant. If you don't agree, again, I don't care. Most of us vanlifers choose this lifestyle because we want a free and independent life. Happiness through freedom and independence, so to say. And of course, some sun, some sea, a little adventure every now and then. Or just some friends and peace of mind. Do we find that happiness out here? Let's have a look and start with me. I've been living in a bus for a while now. First in this white one and later on in this yellow one. 3.5 years ago I sold my house, quit my pretty good job and left for a life on the road. By choice. Do I regret that choice? No. Am I happy? Yes, in general I am. All the time? No. I mean, life comes with bigger and minor problems. And so does this life. That's just part of it. So let's say I made the right choice and I'm still pretty happy with it. No one forced me to do this and there was nothing and no one to escape from. And there is no one else but me to blame or to make responsible for it. Right choice, right decision, van life doesn't suck. At all. And then about you, my fellow vanlifer. You, and pay attention now, I only say this once. When I say you, I don't mean all of you, but many, many more than statistically could be expected. You think van life sucks. Why? Well, because you do nothing but, let me say this in Dutch, you do nothing but zeuren, zaniken and zeiken. I'll translate that for you. Zeuren is nagging, zaniken is nagging, and zeiken, yes, is nagging. And do you nag about really serious stuff like how your van life dream crashed upside down in the ocean? No, but you do nag about almost everything else. And you annoy me with it. There are so many items you nag about, I've made a list. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. You nag about the roads. The public washing machines, about taxes, about your government, and even worse, the European Union. what the European Union does to make your life miserable. About Brexit, Nexit, Frexit, or any kind of exit you can come up with. About politics, about electrical vehicles, about the British, about the Dutch, about the Germans, and about the French, and about France in general. About the prices, oh man, the prices. About the local bread, about the local language, about the strong winds, and if there is no wind, about the mosquitoes. About the weather forecasts, and especially the weather codes. About the World Economic Forum, about the system, about refugees and immigrants, about the mainstream media, about present times and that you wanna go back to the 50s of which you don't know anything. About your fellow vanlifers who are always the ones who don't play by the rules. About whatever comes up in your mind. And all of this on a daily basis. And if your nagging list isn't long enough yet, you just go nag sharing and have a beer with a fellow VanLife nagging neighbor. Maybe he has some new items on his list to add to yours. Oh my God, are you right about all of this? No, you're not. VanLife doesn't suck. Your life sucks. Stop annoying me with it. Now I have to be honest here. There are some things you don't nag about. Mostly your own gear. This little free and independent campervan life setup you've created around you. That is the best of the best. Especially your off-the-grid items. Like your fresh water tank and your solar energy system and your very cheap internet deal. Look at me, I'm free and independent. I can be off the grid for 4 days, 10 days, 3 weeks. Right? No, wrong. If you keep nagging and complaining, you're confusing freedom and independence with being disconnected. And then your van life is just an escape. And that sucks. Connection. I think that is the key word here. And I don't mean with your next door neighbor whose van life sucks too. No, I mean people and things that inspire you, that make you look at life and the world in a different way. People and things you love. Without it and without them, there is no freedom, no independence and no happiness. Not out here, not out there. You will only get lost. Uh-oh, lots of words. Now let me just try to show you my most important and deepest connection. The one that keeps my motor running and that I need for a happy van life. Or for any kind of life. So I'm cruising the region of Valencia, Spain, and we haven't seen each other in about 3 months. She should be here somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Oh my God. This is far too small. What the hell is this?
Fathers, be good to your daughters. daughters will love like you do. The girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mother girl to your daughters too.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.